Hello, welcome in. This is Cleara, and I've got a message for somebody who's about to go into the most satisfying and fulfilling period of their life thus far. Okay, let's dive into the cards and see what they're saying. The Chariot. Okay, I really do feel like everything's coming together for you. I'm seeing so many lines of effort and so many lines of dreaming and so many kind of things you've done bringing achievement for you. A new plateau for you to really feel like yourself on. The Chariot energy is all about finding a great big pathway. And I feel like you're bringing together smaller pathways into one satisfying kind of, not a conclusion, but a new sort of space where you realize, okay, I've achieved this. This feels really good. I did this for a while. I did that for a while. I learned that. I became that. I worked on this, and bang, here I am. I'm seeing a birthday cake in my mind with lots of candles on it. So it's almost like you've brought together so many ingredients, and now, I feel like you're going to feel really settled in this sense of achievement and feel really good, knowing who you are fully, a sense of completion, and a feeling of, yes, this is my life. This is where I've gotten to. A new stage reached. And I do feel like you're going to really be able to kind of chill and feel really good. We've got the Five of Wands here. And this deck's kind of different. This one says, a good coven lets every witch have a say. So I do feel like there will be new challenges for you, but you're doing it from this completed sense of being, of really knowing yourself and recognizing yourself. Having worked on yourself in so many ways, it's all coming together. You'll never get anywhere if you keep standing still. Now, the funny thing is about this is I feel like you are going to be able to take a sigh of relief. You are going to be able to put your feet up, and you are going to be able to kind of revel. I'm getting this message of you're going to be able to revel in the trueness of your soul. You're going to be able to look at yourself and be like, yes, I got here. I achieved this. This is great. I will clarify all of these because the Five of Wands is interesting. We've got the Seven of Cups here. Not every great option you're given will be a great option for you. Now, these phrases may mean something to someone as you're listening to this, but don't take them too seriously if they don't resonate. This is about you getting to a new level of power, personal power, and knowing that whatever you want, whatever you go for in future, you are fully armored, fully capable. It's like a restocking of the soul, a pulling together of all your energies. New alchemical ingredients, a level up. It's like you put all these ingredients into baking the cake of self. And now you've completed that. Now you can move on to new options, more interesting options, refining your purpose, I'm being told. You've laid the groundwork, and it's groundwork complete. Page of Wands. And now I feel like you'll be able to do things that satisfy you more. Page of Wands is about focusing intently on something that excites you or invigorates you or pulls you in or intrigues you. So I feel like you've done all the stuff that you kind of had to do at the time. And now this is about doing stuff you enjoy. Icing the cake. Decorating the cake. Finding new ingredients, because I do feel like your cupboard is being restocked. Your soul is being restocked here. And I do feel like you will be finding new allies at this new stage of your life. So I feel like you're going to have a rest for a while, or kind of kick back, enjoy your achievements, socialize perhaps. But then I feel like you're going to get back out there quickly with a new sense of divine power, a new sense of, okay, that's complete. I did that stuff that may have felt hard. I did that stuff to get where I am. And now I'm where I am. There's no going back. Now I have more options, more choices, more freedom to focus on what I love and to bring more of what I love into the equation, the world. Yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. Completion, a big completion in your life. I just said a big stage. So this is definitely a big moment in your life where you've developed into maybe a fully fledged adult, and we might become an adult at 18, 21, whatever. But this is about really feeling like you are an adult in the sense that you can do the things now that you thought you would have been doing when you were a kid, when you thought forward and thought, okay, I want to do this when I'm an adult. Now you can actually do those things instead of just doing the things that you have to do to make money, to get through, to pay your bills. This is really you achieving stability, satisfaction, and really being able to go out there in the world and do all the things you want to do. So your attraction levels are going up, I'm hearing, and that could be in any way. I feel like you're going to be seeing yourself anew, maybe finding yourself more attractive. But also, this is about the law of attraction and what you're pulling in. It's a big achievement for you at a soul level. The Hanged Man. The Empress. So you may be coming out of a period of time where you were very busy, having to get things done. But now, with the Hanged Man in this deck being the Patient Witch, then we've got the Empress, then we've got the Hermit with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like on this next stage, you're going to be really weighing and measuring where you want to go next. Really taking your time to kind of muse on things, getting to know the new ingredients that the universe is delivering into your soul. I'm hearing stage 1 complete. You've done something. You feel more secure now. Or you will do. You feel like you've really gotten to that stage where the necessary has been done. The things you needed to do have been done. Now it's all about what you want and pulling things in on a way more powerful frequency with the Empress. There's beauty to be found in every experience. And I feel like that's what you're going to be looking for. You're going to be looking for the beauty that you want to pull into your experience. Really figuring out what you want. I'm being shown a birth chart. This is like you really have completed a big circle of your birth chart. Now, we do have a kind of earthly birth chart, and then we've got the birth chart of our higher self, our ancient birth chart. I'm not going to go too deep into that at the moment, but it's like you've gone up to the higher cabinet of the soul. Because you've used all the potions of your birth chart. You've used the potions of your consciousness to do what you had to do to complete the circle. And now you're going up the steps to the cabinet of your higher self. You found the way you want to live, and now you're just refining it. Knight of Cups here with the Chariot. Your imagination flowing beautifully. In synchronicity with the universe, but I am hearing in circus with the universe. So I feel like there's a lot of fun and games for you to be having. And this does speak of the carousel of life. Again, I'm getting a lot of full circles in my readings. You might want to watch my last reading as well, because full circles were mentioned. We've got the Five of Cups with the Five of Wands here. Interesting. Three of Wands. I feel like, in the past, competitive people disappointed you. I feel like you were really emotionally hurt by this, but I feel like now you've just learned that if you want to be satisfied in relationships, you've got to hone your frequency to just be around successful people. There's something about the type of people you hang around with. If you want to be a success, you have to be around successful people. 3 of Wands here. I feel like competitive people, they disappointed you, but they drove you to focus more on who you are. And you'll be finding more people who are similar to you in the way they see the world, in the way they view reality itself. Because I feel like in the past, you've been disappointed, to say the least, with the people you came across as you sort of moved through the trials that we all have to go through to get to the point where we're as comfortable as you are now. And now you've got so many options of where to flow your focus. Because focus pocus, where we flow our consciousness, dictates what flows back to us. 6 of Cups, new social connections, more choices in social connections. And I feel like because you're so comfortable in your own company, it's just so easy for you now. You know, something like being hurt by people who are competitive, you know, it kind of stems from maybe a need to be accepted or a need for people to be nice to us. But I feel like you've got to the point now where you're so nice to yourself and you've invested so much in yourself that now the right people will find you with the right kind of energy. Ace of Cups, focusing solely on what you love, which sounds so simple. But when things are required of us, when we have to do things we don't particularly want to do, things that don't make our soul sing, just to pay our bills or whatever, this means a lot to get to the point where you can really just do the things you love. That's a huge achievement, a great big milestone I'm getting. And your maturity and your wisdom are pulling in new connections. Okay, you can afford to be picky socially, I'm getting, because, you know, you've got a lot of options here. The World card with Temperance, you found the balance in your life. You calmed your nervous system down when it came to the things in life that didn't really suit your heart. You know, the way people can be, the way the world can feel so raw and brute. You know, you found that you are your own strength and that you complete your own world, and then things move in that join you on that frequency of satisfaction. There's going to be more of that. You've really calmed your nervous system down. You don't react the same way you would have reacted when you were younger. So there is this great sense of having the right personal boundaries, a guardedness that is born of maturity, healthy guardedness, and a healthy sense of this is my space, this is who I am. Things don't perplex you so much anymore. Things don't rattle you so much anymore. So it's a lot more smooth sailing I see in your life. We do have the moon, so I'm getting more mysteries to be delved into, more mysteries for you to enjoy. Because the Hanged Man is still about submitting to the divine. So you're going to be submitting to the divine on a whole new level now. And it's going to be quite tantalizing here. I do feel like people are going to be finding you quite mysterious as well. Because you're carrying a very charismatic energy as you move forward with these new ingredients. A new cabinet of ingredients that's been unlocked for you. And of course, you had to pass so many trials emotionally and spiritually to get to this point. Transmute this energy, shift up this potion, think of this thing differently, break this habit, change this pattern, and bang, here you are at the top of the staircase when it comes to the occultism of the birth chart itself. This is like you passing potions class, and now you're in advanced potions. New mysteries to be revealed to you, new ways of seeing things. This is like going from the chunky glitter to that more refined, powdery glitter. I can really see this kind of effervescent kind of energy around you, really rich, almost like peacock richness, this sort of, this sense of value, magical value I'm getting. I can't quite find the words here, but you certainly are giving off an energy. You're certainly kind of exuding a kind of mystical energy now. And it's really nice. We've got the Four of Wands and the Two of Swords here. So they want you to really see that this is a homecoming for you, whether you're moving house or not. There could be a looking for somewhere new to live or something like that. But I feel like now you finally see that your true home is within you. So maybe in the past you were kind of, like we all do, you know, looking for people to comfort you and trying to kind of find people to make you feel better in some way. And everyone can say they don't do this, but I feel like it's just one of those things. We all kind of do that at certain points in our life until eventually something happens and maybe we get angry or maybe we get mad or I don't know, something changes within us and we think, right, I'm doing things differently now. It's all about me, you know, and something in you snaps. I feel like now you're really comfortable being in the home of the self, liaising with the divine, knowing you are fully supported by the universe at all times. And that's so easy to say on a tarot video, but you've really done this. You really invested in the right ways. You really do love yourself and are settled with yourself in such a gorgeous way that you will notice your reality shift now. Out with the competitors and in with the supporters. So you've got the World again here, a big celebration wreath. Two of Cups here, Judgment. I feel like part of your calling or part of the next stage of your life that you're going to guide yourself to, you know, because your higher self is guiding you at all times as part of the orchestra of the universe. I feel like it involves a lot of really great relationships, a lot of deep relationships, and a lot of blending your soul with others in a beautiful way and feeling really enriched by your connections. We do have the Ten of Cups here. You know, the vision you held of how you want your life to be is now coming to fruition. Now you've done the spiritual work you needed to do, you've completed it, and now it's all about enriching your life, enhancing your life, focusing on what you love, and doing it the way you always dreamed of doing it. This is really lovely. Hermit energy. So I do feel like you're going to have some time on your own and get to know yourself on an even deeper level. And then I feel like you will be moving into a really lovely advanced potions of life kind of reality where you're just so relieved to have achieved the level you've achieved. And I'm really happy with yourself and happy that you made those decisions. And I'm hearing happy that you didn't blend in as well. So your soul's going to be singing here, the hummingbird, very high vibrational, very refined. And I'm hearing you're very kind too, and that your kindness is going to be met with other kind people. They're saying you were always kind and you didn't attract in competitive energies because you were on that frequency yourself in such an obvious way. It was just that your soul needed lessons from these people. So you attracted in what you needed as a soul lesson. And now you've done those soul lessons. And now it's safe for you to shine. You're more paced now. You're more balanced now. You've got a lovely dignity, a lovely, wisdom about you. Shark and the earthworm. There could be something in my last video again, because these two did come out. A toughness, okay? A toughness. And you're going to be thinking of new recipes now, baking up new ideas. And I feel like you're going to have so much fun planning things out. I'm seeing you cutting things out of magazines, sat on the floor, maybe putting out tarot cards, learning about yourself more, really exploring your options here. You could be planning a house move. You could be planning a holiday. But either way, I feel like Your soul is coming home to the self. And what that means is that things will come into your reality that really do suit you and really do match you. Oh, there's that peacock. I love it. Whereas before you had to do your spiritual lessons. Well, now it's time for you to really be you. And I do really love that. I feel like you're going to have such a good time. Hummingbird, peacock, birds are relevant. And I do feel like you are going to be flying. Now you've found your wings. And I'm getting this in my readings twice. These same 3 cards came out on my last reading. Buffalo energy, great spiritual inheritance I'm getting. And the loot we want in life isn't just money. It's the good feelings, the friends, the beautiful vibes, the right things happening at the right time, life flowing in the right magical ways. And we've got the lamb on the bottom of the deck. And I do feel like now it will be safe for you to be your more sensitive side with people. And it's so funny the way Spirit was just saying to me, now you don't need it. Now you're your own security. It's going to be more safe for you to be your sensitive side to people. And I'm dead joking when they say now you don't need it. But you know what it's like. You seem to get what you needed before when you don't need it anymore. It's kind of that energy here, but you're seeing the beauty of this, or you will be. I really feel like lots of laughter, and we've got best here. So, they want you to know that you are the best. You've done so well, and you're going to be meeting other high quality people and having really high quality things flow into your life now. They're saying thanks for holding on to your heart. Sweetness, they're calling you, as this M&M comes out, this brown M&M. So your life is just going to get sweeter and sweeter and more fun, and I feel like, shininess is a thing here. Your solar plexus is very much complete now, confidence, stability, being your own security and stabilizing force is just freed you up to try new things and to be a whole new version of yourself. Because now I don't think, you expect the same thing from social relationships. I don't think you expect the same thing from people, because you've given it all to yourself. So now it's just a whole new world of attracting beautiful things in. Okay, we've got the planet here, magical, cosmic, beautiful. I feel like, you may be looking deeper into cosmic things, star-seeded things. Your star-seedy, sparkly soul is going to be so fulfilled. So I hope this reading's helped. This is a whole new level, a great achievement for you spiritually. Lots of love.